My turn to do the Bristol Motor Speedway here in Tennessee. It's our Saturday Let's Talk Sports game simulation game of the week. I know we usually do Sundays, but today we're doing a Saturday here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We got the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Atlanta Braves. And welcome back to the broadcast booth. And this one, I'm Josh Wright doing the play-by-play. We saw that Ultra Sports Network. He did a game here at the Speedway. So now it's my turn. Chase Burns on the mound for the Reds. 0-3 this year, 6.26 ERA. I know some of you guys are thinking, who's this guy? No clue. No idea who he is. I know who Jerickson Profar is, though. I do not want to play as the Reds. I kind of want to team select. There we go. Jerickson Profar leads off for Atlanta. Turns out the real Motor Speedway game, which was supposed to happen tonight, ended up getting postponed. So they're probably going to do the game tomorrow or something. I'm not too sure, but what I do know is Profar fouls off the first pitch. There's a fastball taken for ball one. Red 58 and 53. I know it says they're in fourth place in the NL Central. They're actually in third place. The Cardinals are in fourth place, not Cincinnati. There's a high fly ball to right field. It is gone. Jerickson Profar leads off the game with a solo blast to right field. And just like that, it's 1-0 Atlanta. Profar, he was suspended for half the season due to PEDs. Yeah, I can kind of see why he was suspended. Jerickson Profar, not really known for his power, but a deep drive into right field will do. No pun intended, since we're at a speedway, or we're at a NASCAR track. So 1-0 Braves. Here's Matt Olson. First pitch from Burns, taken for ball one. I imagine this is going to be kind of like the one game in where was fly ball to left. Fraley makes the catch. That's out number one. We haven't even shown the Braves lineup yet, I don't think. Here it is right there. Profar and Olson, you just saw them. Then it's Austin Riley batting third at third. Drake Baldwin hitting cleanup. He's the DH. Sean Murphy, Michael Harris the second. Ozzie Albies, Eli White, and Nick Allen all in that order. Jared Kelenic, Marcell Ozuna, Luke Williams, and there's somebody else who looks like is on the bench for the Braves. Here's Austin Riley. 2025 season not exactly going the way Atlanta Braves fans are planning it to go.
One ball, no strike.
They've been hurt with pitching. Their pitching staff's been hurt all year.
2-0.
So the guy that they have on the mound, I don't think I've ever really heard of him. 2-0 pitch from Chase Burns to Austin Riley. That's hit to second. And throw to first in time. That's out number two. So yeah, I don't think anybody expected the Braves to have a rough 2025 season. The Reds, meanwhile, they're doing okay. You know, they're a kind of a scrappy, fun little team. But they got there in Cincinnati. First pitch to Drake Baldwin's a strike. But yeah, they got a fun little team there in Cincinnati. A lot of young guys kind of blossoming, turning into nice players. They had a nice little deadline. I saw that they were kind of buyers this year. I saw they acquired Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pirates. They got Miguel Andujar from the A's. Drop third strike, gets away from Stevenson. Throw to first is going to be in time. And so the Reds are coming to bat. But Jerickson Profar with a nice home run to right field. 1-0 Atlanta. And there's Austin Cox. Yeah, that's his name. on the mound for Atlanta. He's only appeared in one game so far.
The center fielder, Will Benson.
Will Benson fouls off the first pitch he sees. It's 0-1. So the Braves got a left-hander on the mound here today. Kind of cool. Something else that's cool is the jerseys. I love the number font on the back. It's kind of cool. It's got that NASCAR vibe. I love both of the hats. Braves have like a flame on the bill, and then the Reds have like the checkered flag. There's a base hit for Benson to start things off for the Reds here in the bottom half of the inning. Leadoff man's on for the Reds here is Matt McLean. Hitting .222. Runners going. Throw down by Murphy is not going to be in time. Will Benson showing off his wheels. Ends up stealing second base. Wonder how many NASCAR or racing puns are going to be thrown in this game. McLean hits it right to Olsen at first. Steps on the bag. That's out number 1. If I had to say which flag or which hat I think looks better, I don't know, I'll get into that in a little bit. But here's the rest of the Reds lineup. Will Benson, Matt McLean, Ellie De La Cruz, Gavin Lux, Jake Fraley, Marte batting 6th and right. Spencer Steer bats 7th. The first, Tyler Stevenson, and Brian Hayes batting 9th. He's a 3rd. Here's Ellie De La Cruz, career high 19 home runs for him on the year, hitting .280. Having a nice season for the Reds. Kind of the face of the franchise right now. First pitch called for strike 1. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like both hats, honestly. It's kind of a tie. I really like both hats, but if I had to say which one that I really like better between the two, it'd probably be the Reds hat. Because I don't know, just that checkered flag, it kind of pops with the red hat. If that makes sense. Kind of makes sense because the Reds, their away hat, they have a black brim. And it's just all red on the top of the hat. De La Cruz, 2-2 count. Runner at 3rd for the Reds. Hits it foul. The count is 2-2. For those of you wondering, we'll probably go back to doing the Cardinals franchise tomorrow. Cardinals are in San Diego this weekend. Circle change, ball 3. From Austin Cox, the young left-hander. Wonder if he has any relation to Bobby Cox. He was the Braves manager back in the day. There's a strikeout. That's his first of the day. Terry Francona didn't like that. See, it kind of pops. The Reds hat, it looks really good. Again, I like it. Here's Gavin Lux. Came over to the Dodgers, or from the Dodgers to the Reds in a trade during the off season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's fouled off. Goes behind the Cincinnati dugout. For those of you who don't know, our good friends, Ultra Sport Network, he actually covered this game a couple days ago. And as I mentioned earlier, it's my turn. It's Let's Talk Sports' turn to cover this game. We do the whole 9 innings, from the first pitch to the last pitch.
Ball 1.
Cutter call ball 1. We do it all here at Let's Talk Sports. But Ultra Sport Network, for those of you who don't know, he does kind of like what I do. He does like commentaries for sports video games. He does baseball, he does football, hockey, soccer. He even does cricket, for those of you who's interested in that. That's a grounder to Albies, and it eats him up. Benson will score from 3rd, and we're tied at 1. So we got ourselves a tied game, as Ozzy Albies had some trouble there at second base.
1-0.
Let's see, here's Jake Fraley. First pitch to him, a strike. Let's see what else Ultra Sport does. He even does Japanese baseball, for those of you interested in that. It's a grounder to Albies. He's making up for it on that little mishap that he had earlier. We go to the second inning. Murphy, Harris, and Ozzy Albies all do up for the Braves when we return. Game tied at 1.
Leading off for the Braves, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Top of the second inning here in Bristol, Tennessee. We're at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Here in, well, I mentioned earlier, Bristol, Tennessee, Cincinnati Reds, Atlanta Braves. Fly ball into center field. Catch is made by Will Benson. That is out number 1. Not the first time where Major League Baseball has kind of experimented having, you know, a game somewhere, somewhere different. We've had the Field of Dreams games in Iowa in both 2021 and 2022. 21, it was the White Sox and Yankees. That was a really good game. And then 22, the Reds were there, ironically, playing the Cubs. And then there's a Michael Harris home run out to right field. Oh, baby, that might have hit the racetrack. That went over the minivans out there in right field, and it's 2-1 Atlanta. Two to 1 Atlanta's the score. If you hear sneezing in the background, it's my grandfather. When he eats real fast, he sneezes. 385 feet. Yeah, that rolled right onto the racetrack, past where the camper vans are. Here's Ozzy Albies. First pitch is a ball. He's the left-handed Jose Altuve. He's a tiny guy with a lot of power, or he can hit very well, and he's got a really difficult strike zone. 2-0 pitched from Burns to Albies, but as I mentioned earlier, let's see, 2023, of course we had the London series, Cardinals and Cubs. 2024 we had, where was it, that one game? It was Cardinals and Giants. Where was that? Was it in, I think it was in either Hank Aaron or Willie Mays' hometown or something. I can't remember. And then, of course, this year we've got the Bristol Motor Speedway matchup, which has been pretty fun so far. Couple home runs from the Braves. There's ball 4 to Albies. First walk allowed by Chase Burns. Very fitting that the Reds have a guy named Chase Burns starting for them in this game. That's a very NASCAR-y name, I feel like. Chase Burns. Here's Eli White playing right field today for the Atlanta Braves. There's a curveball way outside for ball 1. Joe McDonald, Carl Dixon, Eric Summergill, and let's see who's the other umpires in this game. It's where is it? Summergill at second, Freddie Ferguson at third. 68 degrees here in Bristol, Tennessee. Also, nice weather. Very, very nice weather. I might say, going back to like the hats, the Reds, in my opinion, I think have the better hats. The Braves, in my opinion, have the better helmets. I like that the helmets the Braves are wearing. It looks really cool. 1-2 pitch. There's a grounder to De La Cruz. Can he flip it in time? Yes, he can. As the Reds get the lead runner, they'll just settle for just 1 out. Eli White is aboard. Here's Nick Allen, hitting .226 this year for Atlanta. For a Braves team that has been on the struggle bus this year. First pitch is taken for ball 1. Oh, that's cool. They got a little Jumbotron up there. kind of like in, obviously we're in a NASCAR track, so I feel like most NASCAR tracks have the little Jumbotron in the middle there, but that's really cool. Can you imagine if baseball stadiums had the little Jumbotron in the middle? It's kind of like basketball courts. They have the Jumbotron in the middle. There's a fly ball into right. Marte is there to make the catch, and we go to the bottom of inning number 2. Michael Harris hit home run number 2 for the Braves. Scoring run number 2 as they lead 2-1 against the Reds. Still plenty of baseball left to play, though, as we go to the bottom of inning number 2. Nove Marte. Leads off for Cincinnati.
Ball. 1 strike. Ball 2.
Ball 2 to Marte. Hitting in the number 6 spot here today for Terry Francona's squad. There's a cutter, 2-2. We had a bunch of people tuning into the stream tonight. What's up? How we doing? Happy Saturday. Did anybody even like the stream? I guess not. But we were at 434 subscribers. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, liking the videos and the streams, and subscribing. We are on our way to 500 subscribers. Let's see if we can try and get that by the end of 2025. That is the goal this year for the channel. To try and reach 500 subscribers. Here's Spencer Steer. Hitting 240 this year. First pitch a strike. Did not mean for that to rhyme, but I am a poet, and I didn't even know it. There's a strike, and the count is 0-2.
1-2.
Low on the dirt, ball 1. That about hit him. So Spencer Steer will win a free pass to first base. And Tyler Stevenson will come up to the plate. 1 out.
Yep.
And a runner at first.
1 strike.
Count is 0-1 from Austin Cox. It's one of those names where I have to say both the first and last name. Runner's going, throw down by Murphy, and he is safe. Another stolen base for the Reds. We had one from Will Benson, and now another for Spencer Steer. Here's Cabrian Hayes. As we mentioned earlier, he came over from the Pittsburgh Pirates in a trade at the deadline. There's a fly ball into left field. That's going to get over the head of Profar. Steer will score from second, and we're tied at 2. Brian Hayes ties up the game on an RBI 2-out double in a brand new uniform. Here's Will Benson. Led off the game with a single and then stole second. He would then move to third on a ground out and then scored. Here's a 1-0. That is taken for strike one. Chases a cutter for strike two.
2 strikes. Ball 2.
That is low. 2-2.
2 strikes. Full count.
And now a full count to Will Benson with Matt McClain on deck. Fastball called strike three. Should have been ball four, but the umpire rings him up on strike three anyway. We go to the third. We are tied at 2.
Leading off for the Braves, the
Top of the third inning here in Bristol, Tennessee. The Atlanta Braves have the top of their order due up. Against Chase Burns, there's a grounder right to De La Cruz, taking away a base hit from Profar, and that's out number 1.
now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
De La Cruz is right there. Hit one up the middle. Perfect positioning from De La Cruz. Here's Matt Olson. Olson 0 for 1. Like a good chunk of the Atlanta lineup so far. Another grounder right to De La Cruz again, taking away a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin.
2 outs now. Here's Austin Riley. That's a fair ball down the line, and Austin Riley beats the system. He's able to sneak one into left field. He tries to go for second, and they ring him up. I was about to give Austin Riley credit there, but Jake Fraley's like, screw your credit. That was a quick inning. A quick top half of the third. Let's see what the Reds do in the bottom of the third. Game's still tied at 2. Matt McClain leads off for the Reds here in the bottom of the third inning. A lot of this crowd is rooting for the Reds. Man, this crowd, they're a bunch of homers, aren't they? There's a strike 0-2. Or 1-2, excuse me. Back-to-back strikeouts for Austin Cox. He had a strikeout to end the second inning. And he has one to start off the bottom of the third inning. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. Cruz also struck out. Crowd is cheering MVP. Give it a couple years, and Ellie De La Cruz might be an MVP.
1-2.
1-2 count from Austin Cox. He'll look for his third strikeout in a row.
2-2.
There's a sweeper, 2-2. He already has 5 strikeouts on the night. Count is full. Are you kidding me? You're calling that a strike? Okay, whatever. Out of the way. There's ball 4 to De La Cruz. First walk allowed by Austin Cox. Here's Gavin Lux, the former Los Angeles Dodger. I remember when Gavin Lux was called up, he was kind of a supposed to be like a big threat, I guess, with the Dodger lineup. Or he was kind of a big deal. Well,
He's in there. He's safe.
kind of hasn't really panned out that way. But he won a World Series with the Dodgers, so kind of want to look at his stats real quick. First up, he was not a Padre. He was a Dodger. But I think he was kind of like injured for a little bit. Not too sure. But yeah, I remember just when he got called up, Dodger fans were kind of hyping him up. Kind of like how Reds fans were hyping up Ellie De La Cruz, who steals second. Man, I don't know what it is. They must have done a scouting report on Sean Murphy whenever he's catching. Sean Murphy must not be very good at throwing people out trying to steal second base. Because that is, I think, the third time the Reds have the third stolen base in this game for Cincinnati. Gavin Lux with a ground out. De La Cruz moves to third. With 2 outs, here's Jake Fraley. There's a fastball. Ball 1. Can you believe it? The Braves are already going to their bullpen. Bryce Elders is going to be warming up and getting loose. Foot loose. Fouled off, and it is 1-1. Where did that go? Must have went behind the track. They're hit, yeah, and on the track. 2-1 the count. In the air to center. In the deep center, catch is made. We go to the 4th inning.
The designated hitter, Drake.
Still tied at 2. This is going to be an interesting game, boys and girls.
Ball.
8 people in the chat on a 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Ball 2.
2-1 the count.
2-1.
Kind of like that, kind of referencing the Billy Joel song. Baldwin in the left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. That is the 4th hit in this game for the Braves.
Now batting, catcher Sean Murphy.
And that'll bring in Sean Murphy. The man behind the plate tonight for the Braves.
Too low.
Drake Baldwin, he catches also, but they got him as the DH tonight. 1-0 count from Burns. That's a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2-1.
2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first. There's should be ball 3. Yep, 3-1 with Michael Harris on deck. He had a solo home run. 1 of 2 home runs the Braves have hit tonight. The other was hit by Jerickson Profar to begin the game. There's a fly ball into the left. That is just foul. 5.5 feet outside of the foul pole. That's interesting. There's a drive into right field. This time it's fair. Home run. Braves lead 4-2. Talk about interesting. Sean Murphy was like, you know what? I'll show you interesting. How about a 2-run homer out to right field to make this a 4-2 game? The 3rd Atlanta home run hit in this game. Jerickson Profar, Michael Harris, who's up to bat right now, and Sean Murphy. Who needs Ronald Acuna to hit home runs when you got Michael Harris doing that? Michael Harris, someone who's kind of known for his glove, but not exactly known for his power.
Ball.
Jerickson Profar was someone who's known to be like a utility player and also known as a contact hitter, but not exactly a power hitter. And then Sean Murphy, well, he can be a good hitter when he wants to be,
Ball
I suppose. Not too sure. I don't really watch the Atlanta Braves too much, but what I do know is it's a 3-0 count. Chase Burns does not want to allow another home run, I'm assuming, so he's just kind of pitching around Michael Harris. It's a 3-0 count.
Ball 4. Take your base.
That's ball 4.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So a 4-pitch walk here is Ozzie Albies. He too was walked his last time up. First pitch is slider. Strike 1, Chase Burns. He's been relying on that slider a lot. That and the 4-seam fastball have been thrown. Those are the 2 pitches he's thrown the most.
That's a ball.
Fastball. Taken. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
2. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
1 and 2 to Albies. There's still no outs. Chopper to De La Cruz. Now there's 2 outs. As Albies hits into a 6-4-3 double play.
The right fielder, Eli White.
Ellie De La Cruz helping Chase Burns out there. Turning that double play. Here's Eli White. White takes a fastball. It's 0-1. He hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. For those of you just tuning in, 4-2 Braves lead the Cincinnati Reds here at the Bristol Motor Speedway Classic. Eli White is drilled by a fastball, so he'll go to first base. That's the second time Chase Burns has hit a Braves batter. Here's Nick Allen. Fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. Nick Allen 0-for-1, flew out to right. Pickoff throw to first, and Eli White goes back safely. Yes, it's Bristol. We're in Bristol, Tennessee for the Bristol Motor Speedway Classic. Atlanta Braves, Cincinnati Reds. 4-2 Braves lead. Here's the 0-2. There's a strikeout. And Chase Burns gets out of it. He did, however, allow a 2-run homer by Sean Murphy, who hit one out to right field, making the score 4-2 Atlanta. Braves head into their bullpen early as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bryce Elder, a right-hander, will face Nolve Marte to start things off in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike, 0-2.
2 strikes. Ball.
Slider, ball 1.
No, that's a ball. Too low.
2-1, I think is the count. No, 2-2. Popped up. Olsen is there to make the catch. That is out number 1.
Number 7, Spencer Steer.
So now here is Spencer Steer. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a sinker, 1-0. Elder, he's got a sinker, slider, 4-seamer, and a circle change. Here's a strike. 11 people in the chat. No kidding. I didn't know that many people cared about the Reds and the Braves. 11 people in the chat. That must be like 6 Braves fans, 5 Reds fans maybe. I don't know. Wonder how Tennessee is when it comes to baseball. There's a strikeout. And that is out number 2. Perhaps Bryce Elder should have been the starter in this game. I don't know. Here's Tyler Stevenson. Takes a strike, 0-1. Or swings and misses, I should say. No, he didn't take the strike. He swung and missed. Swung and missed. And, yeah, strike 1. Fouls it off, and it's 0-2. Wah.
1-2.
Foul the way. Foul the way, sorry. I was watching a baseball game on my phone. And they fouled off the pitch. 5-ball into right. Eli White makes the catch. And we go to the 5th inning, I believe it is. Yep, we go to the 5th. Braves will have the top of their order due up. Once again against Chase Burns, who's still in this game. Terry Francona is going to make him go as deep into the game as he possibly can before going to his bullpen. He's not going to be like Brian Snitker and go to his bullpen after 3 innings. But as I speak, the Reds actually do have some action going on in their bullpen. Kind of cool. I actually do want to see what the stadium looks like. So you got the racetrack behind there. There's like the stands. There's like the press box up there. You got all of the suites up there. It's kind of cool. Suites up there also. And then kind of look at the ballpark. Of course, we have the fans up here. Of course, we got the bullpens with the racetrack behind there. What else do we got up here? We got Profar, Chase Burns. Braves bullpen. Looks like they got somebody warming up. There's chairs. Lovely blue walls. I feel like blue is a very, very nice color for NASCAR. But you got the indoor seats up there. And then you got the Braves dugout. And then the Reds dugout over here. There's a strike going to Profar. Base hit into left center field. He is 2 for 2 on the night. Terry Francona coming out of the dugout, and I think that is going to be it for Chase Burns here today.
Now pitching for the Reds, number 28.
Nick Martinez will be the first one out of the Reds dugout or bullpen. For those of you who did not know, or if you guys don't watch my Cardinals franchise, we did the All-Star game not too long ago. Nick Martinez was an All-Star for the Reds in my Cardinals franchise, which is interesting. 0-1 pitch to Olsen. That's up by 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Grounded into 11 double plays this year, huh?
No.
Wonder if that means he's going to ground into double play number 12 right here. It's a good chance. Two and two the count. Grounder to second. There's one. And hey, what do you know? There's double play number 12. Usually when they show the graphic of how many double plays they hit into, what happens? They hit into a double play. This is funny.
Ball outside.
One up pitch to Riley. One ball, one strike, the count. Fouled off again.
Ball too high.
Up high, 2 and 2.
Ball. Full count.
Now the count is full to the Braves third baseman. That is up the middle, base hit. 2-out single for Riley. He's got his second hit of the day. They'll bring in Drake Baldwin. 10 people in the chat. If only we could see somebody make a little comment. Be nice to know who's in the chat. I remember when I first started doing YouTube, it was always exciting seeing people comment. Whether it was positive or negative.
One ball, 2 strikes.
One ball, 2 strikes. Another strikeout for Nick Martinez. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-2 Braves. Nick Martinez had a few more strikeouts than he. That's his first of the day, but well, I guess another one recorded this season. Grounder to Olsen. Elder races to the bag, covers for the out.
The center fielder, Will Benson.
There's a strike, 0-1 to Will Benson.
That's a check. What do you got?
Check swing, and the count's evened up. Benson into right field. It will go foul. Nine people in the chat, and yet 0 of them have commented. Grounder to Riley, or to Albee, excuse me. And that's out number 2.
Second baseman, Matt McLean.
2 outs. Here's Matt McClain.
Ball. 1-0.
1-0 the count. Base hit into right field. That is hit number 4 for the Reds. And it is a 2-out single with De La Cruz coming up.
The shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
De La Cruz 0 for 1 here today with a walk. Walked once and struck out the other time. Count is 0-1. There's a circle change. Ball 1. Hopefully everybody had a good Saturday, August 2nd.
1-2.
Can't believe we're already in August. Seems like yesterday we were in April. 1-2 to De La Cruz. There's a sinker, 2-2. Let's see, what did I end up doing today? Went to the zoo. Of all places. Went to a little zoo. Base hit for De La Cruz. Over to second is Matt McClain. 2 on, 2 out.
Number 2, designated hitter, Gavin Lux.
0-1.
Went to the Scoville Zoo in Decatur, Illinois, for those of you who are interested. And then after that, I went out for lunch. Got some Chinese food. Fly ball to center. Harris makes the catch. And we go to the 6th inning. 4-2, Braves lead. Reds left a couple runners on. We go to the 6th inning. Nick Martinez back on the mound. Sean Murphy leads things off, and the count is 1-0, I believe. First pitch was a ball. Right? I think it was ball 1. Murphy out to left field. It is gone. The second home run hit tonight by Sean Murphy. And it's 5-2 Braves to start things off here in the 6th inning. His first home run was out to right field and now out to left field. The 4th home run hit in this game by the Braves, the 2nd hit by Sean Murphy. And it's a 5-2 game. Here's Michael Harris. It's 0-2. Michael Harris, he had a home run earlier in this game. And then afterwards, after I went over to my mom's for a little bit, they sent me home with some ribs, leftover ribs on the grill. And then I went back home and decided that I was going to stream tonight. Fly ball into right center field. Benson will make the catch. And that is out number 1. We got 12 people in the chat, so I know for some people, 12 viewers is nothing, but for me, that's it's quite a bit. If one of you 12 people would say something.
No, that's a ball.
That way I could start up a conversation with someone and not talk to myself. There's a strike, 1 and 2 to Albies. Grounder to Brian Hayes at third.
He's out.
It's out number 2. It's going to take me a while to get used to Brian Hayes in a Reds uniform. I'm so used to him being with the Pittsburgh Pirates, of course. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 5-2 Atlanta. There's another replay of the home run hit by Sean Murphy. He's hit 2 of those here today. Here's Jake Fraley.
No ball. 1 strike.
If I keep muting my mic, that's because my grandparents' dog keeps barking, and it's kind of annoying sometimes, so. Here's a 1-1 to Fraley. There's a strike, 1-2. Grounder to short. Allen throw to first in time, and that is out.
The right fielder,
Number 1.
60, no LB, Marte.
One out here is Nove Marte.
No. Inside.
Inside, ball 1. Felder's been pitching since the 4th inning. Nothing wrong with that. I just wanted to point that out. Austin Cox, the original starting pitcher in this game for the Braves, went 3 innings. There's a pop-up. Kind of hit the netting.
Ball 2.
Ball 2 to Marte, says the home plate umpire. There's a base hit past Matt Olson into right field. Marte will be held up at first base. It's a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Marte's aboard with Spencer Steer coming up. Grounder to third. 1, 2, a double play. And we go to the 7th. Don't go anywhere. More baseball coming your way. Braves 5, Reds 2 is your score.
Now pitching for the Reds,
Tony.
number 64, Tony Santillan.
Tony Santillan comes in relief for the Reds here in the 7th. Looks like a big guy. Let's see, he's 6'3", 285. Okay. So he is kind of a big dude. Kind of around my size.
0-1.
Couple inches taller than me. There's a strike going to Nick Allen.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, the count's 0-2. We've been live for 54 minutes, so close to an hour. So, and it's 9:33, so yeah, decent timing, I'd say so.
One, two.
1-2. Is the count.
2-2.
Grounder to third. One away.
The left fielder, number 7, Jurickson Profile.
Here's Jurickson Profile. Has 2 hits tonight. Take you back to the first inning. He led off the game with a solo home run to right field. And the Braves have scored a few more home runs since then. Michael Harris and a couple from Sean Murphy. Excuse me a second.
Ball down.
Barlow and Suter, a righty and lefty, warming up in the Cincinnati bullpen. That is hit foul. Keep wanting to say this is Cincinnati, but it's not Cincinnati. It's Bristol, Tennessee. I don't know how many Reds fans are in Bristol, Tennessee. I'm sure there's a decent amount of Braves fans, though. I know there's quite a bit of Cardinal fans in Tennessee because KMOX radio station in St. Louis that picks up in different states. There's a base hit for Profar. That's his 3rd of the night. And of course, Tennessee is one of them, one of the states that picks up KMOX. See, Illinois, obviously, Missouri, obviously. You got Indiana, Iowa, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and I want to say Oklahoma picks up KMOX, but I don't know. Good thing I got my trusty Cardinal promo. See, Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. Bristol, Tennessee is not one of the cities or stations that picks up KMOX, though. That's Jackson, Lexington, Memphis. Makes sense because the AAA team for the Cardinals is in Memphis. You got Paris, Tennessee, Ripley, Tennessee, and Union City, Tennessee. I've been to Jackson, Tennessee a couple times. I think I've been through Lexington. I've been through Memphis. I've not been to Paris or Ripley, Tennessee. Union City, Tennessee sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you off the bat. Tennessee's a nice state to visit. Obviously been through a few times. Ball 2 to Riley. Fastball struck him out looking. Time to stretch here in Bristol, Tennessee. Don't go anywhere. More baseball coming your way. Braves lead the Reds 5-2.
Now pitching for Atlanta.
Aaron Bummer, the former Chicago White Sox, comes in out of the Atlanta bullpen. Braves are 9 defensive outs away from winning the Major League Baseball Bristol, Tennessee Motor Speedway Classic. Wonder if they're going to bring this back for 2026. Time will tell if it ends up happening. There's a strike to Tyler Stevenson. And it's 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Ball 3 to Stevenson.
1 strike.
There's a grounder to Albies. And the Braves are now 8 defensive outs away from winning this game.
The third baseman, number 13, Brian. Hey!
One away, here's Brian Hayes.
1-0.
Fastball up high, 1-0. Hayes 1 for 2 tonight with a double. One ball, one strike to count to Hayes. Excuse me, popped up.
Up next for the Reds. The center fielder.
Excuse me, to the catcher, Sean Murphy for out number 2. Excuse me. Had a cough there for a second. There's a strike 0-2 to Will Benson, 1 for 3. Led off the game with a single and has not really done anything since.
Ball 1.
One, 2. Grounder to the shortstop, Allen. Throw to first in time, and we go to the 8th inning. Drake Baldwin, Sean Murphy, and Michael Harris, the second all due up. When we return for the 8th inning, Braves lead the Reds 5-2.
Pitching for the Reds,
Brent Suter.
number 31, Brent
This guy was in
Suter.
Milwaukee for quite a while, I believe. Kind of nice seeing him in Cincinnati. Well, he's been with the Reds, I think, for a while.
The designated hitter, Drake.
But I believe at one point he was with the Brewers. Let's see, was he with the Brewers? Yeah, he was. 2016 to 2022, he was in Milwaukee. Spent 2023 with the Rockies. It was pretty good with the Rockies, actually. Had a good year with the Reds in 2024, and so far he's been good in 2025. Excuse me. There's a strikeout, 1 away. Suter making a good first impression on this crowd. Striking out the first batter he sees here, Sean Murphy. He's hit not 1 but 2 home runs in this game. 1 out to right field, then he hit 1 out to left field for giggles. Laughs and giggles. I had to replace laughs and giggles with another word. If you're catching my drift, here's the 0-1. Fastball fouled away, 0-2. 0-2.
No.
Fastball taken low, ball 1. 146,000 people in attendance in this game. For some odd reason. For some odd reason, they're all coming to a baseball game. 1-2 the count. Murphy. First base umpire evens up the count at 2-2. And another strikeout for Brent Suter. Struck out the best hitter in the Braves lineup in this game so far. Here's Michael Harris, take you back to when he hit a solo home run out to right field. It was 421 feet. Had to double check that it was a solo home run.
Ball.
Slider taken for ball one. We come back for the bottom of the 8th inning. The Reds will have, let's see, they're going to have Matt McClain, Ellie De La Cruz, and Gavin Luxall due up. 13 people in the chat, holy cow, are watching this game. Count is 1-2. I was seeing videos of people, of like old people, and they were like watching like a baseball game, and it was like live on YouTube, but it was like a Madden game. Like they were watching a football game, but it was Madden. That's back to Suter. Throws to the pit to first base without no hesitation. And just like that, we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. 5-2 Braves. Aaron Bummer returning to the mound as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Braves lead the Reds by 3. 5-2 is the score. Raciel Iglesias and Pierce Johnson both warming up in the Braves bullpen. Raciel Iglesias, I believe he used to play with the Reds at one point. But yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier, yeah, I was watching this video of this old couple, and they were watching a game, like a football game, but it was on Madden. Hopefully there's no old people watching this game thinking that it's the actual game. Nope. It's MLB The Show. Grounder to third. Nice play by Austin Riley. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Braves are now 5 defensive outs away from winning this game. Here's Ellie De La Cruz, 1 for 2. He's singled, he's walked, and struck out. And 3 trips to the plate. There's a cutter, and it's taken for ball 1. One thing for sure, I've been eating pretty good this weekend. I had both Chick-fil-A, and I went out to a chicken place. Another this place called Yoder's in Arthur, Illinois. It's like and it has like fried chicken, mashed potatoes, all that type of stuff. It's kind of like a buffet, kind of. Well, they have an option. You can do a buffet, or you can choose from the menu, and I got something from the menu. And today it was Chinese food for lunch, and then barbecue ribs for supper. Am I the only one that says supper? I feel like a lot of old people say supper. My grandparents say supper, so I say supper. Counts 3-2 to De La Cruz. Gavin Lux on deck. That's fouled away.
That's a ball. Take your base.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Gavin Lux.
Brian Snicker coming out of the dugout.
Now pitching for Atlanta, number 38, Pierce Johnson.
Pierce Johnson will come in relief for Aaron Bummer. Here's Gavin Lux, 1 for 3. Counts 0-2 to Gavin Lux.
1-2.
Counts 1-2. I don't mean to constantly clear my throat. There's a base hit in the right field. Stopping at second is De La Cruz, and it's 2-1 with, I believe, 1 out. Here's Jake Fraley. Imagine if the Reds tied up this game. 3-run homer by Jake Fraley. Oh man, that'd be sweet. That'd make this game a lot more entertaining. Base hit to left field. De La Cruz rounding third. He's coming home. And it's a 2-run game. Jake Fraley, no home run, but an RBI single will do. And just like that, it's a 2-run game. In the right field, base hit. Another runner is coming around to score, and it's 5-4. Nove Marte with a 2-out single of his own. And it's a 5-4 ball game. Here comes Spencer Steer. Reds have runners in the corners. In the center field, this should be good enough for the runner to tag up. And what do you know? The Reds have tied up this game here in the 8th. Pierce Johnson comes in, and he's allowed 3 runs, which means Snicker has to go back to his bullpen. He's probably going to make another dumb move. He's going to bring in Daysbel Hernandez. Who the hell is this?
Daysbel Hernandez.
No idea who the heck this guy is. Here's Tyler Stevenson. Someone I do know who he is. Of course, he's been in the league for quite a while now. First pitch. What? Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's ball 1. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. 2 outs. Game's tied at 5. I totally did not predict the Reds tying this game. You're crazy if you think I think that. Fouled away once more. Too bad this isn't the 9th inning, because this would have been a little bit more entertaining. Strike 3 call. We're going to the 9th. What do you know? The Reds have tied this game up on 3 RBI singles. 9th inning, here we come. We're tied at 5. Emilio Pagan comes in to face the bottom half of the Braves lineup. So the real Speedway Classic game has been suspended tonight and will resume play at 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. That's 12 o'clock Central Time. For those of you wondering. Some of you guys probably might already know that, but well, just in case. Never know. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Pagan to Albies. It's fouled away. Ball 1 to Albies, and it's 1-2. Pagan, another guy who's been around for a while. He's mainly been with the Tampa Bay Rays. Out of the way again. see. Mariners, A's, Rays, Padres, Twins, and the Reds. That's all the teams that Pagan's played for. There's a pop-up. Brian Hayes makes the catch, and that is out. Number 1. One away, here's Eli White.
Ball, no.
Fastball up by ball 1. Scott Barlow and May. I think that's how you say that. May. However you say the name. Right-hander. 2 righties warming up in the Reds bullpen. 2-0 pitch to Eli White.
Hey.
2-1.
Ball.
Up by ball 3. Three one. That's popped up. It goes into the Braves dugout. Stevenson couldn't get a hold of it. It's a 3-2 count. Cutter fouls it away. In the air to right, and Eli White keeps the at-bat going. Pagan wins the battle with Eli White, and we will see Nick Allen head up to the plate.
Ball 1, up.
One and one the count.
Ball is down.
Splitter, ball 2. Fly ball into right.
No, that's foul.
Marte gives it some chase. It will go foul again. Reds will have Brian Hayes, and then the top half of their lineup due up in the bottom of the 9th. Fouled away again. Strike 3 call. Bottom of the 9th. Here we come. Brian Hayes, Will Benson, Matt McClain all due up for the Reds. Hernandez still out there on the bum for the Braves.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike. No.
2-0 the count.
2 ball.
Well, what do you know? Bottom of the 9th inning. at the Bristol Motor Speedway Classic. It's a tied game. Last chance for the Reds to put away the Braves before going into extra innings. See, I told you this our games are more entertaining than Ultra Sports Network's. Nothing against Ultra Sport. He's a great guy, great commentator. I'm just saying, I don't think a lot of his baseball games go into extra innings like ours do. 2-2. Two-seamer called strike 3 to Hayes as he was caught sleeping. I get it. Must be past his bedtime or something. Here's Will Benson, 1 for 4. There's a slider outside, ball 1. Left-handed batters are hitting .333. First Hernandez, I'm assuming that's what that means. I don't know. I know someone's going to flame me saying I don't know ball. I know baseball, I just don't know. I don't know every single stat, alright? I'm not super big in like analytics and sabermetrics and all that. 2 balls, 1 strike to Benson. 3-1 with Matt McClain on deck. This is going to be a very exciting game, hopefully. Popped up. Yeah, very exciting indeed with the exclamation point. A pop up to Ozzy Albies for out number 2. Here's McClain. Already has a hit tonight. I'm sure he's thinking about getting the hit that will end the game. Ironically, we've done a few Braves games this year. We did a Braves-Padres game earlier this year that ended in the Braves being walked off. We did a Cardinals-Braves game for our franchise, and that ended in a walk-off home run for the Cardinals. And what do you know? This is like the 3rd Braves game we've done this year, and it's about to go into extra innings if Matt McClain, depending on what Matt McClain does with this next pitch coming up. He's going to take the slider for ball 2. Ellie De La Cruz on deck. Sure, Hernandez does not want to face him. McClain fouls it off again. McClain base hit into right field, and the winning run is on for Cincinnati. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning with Ellie De La Cruz coming to bat. McClain working the count and gets a hold of one, goes into the gap between Matt Olson and Ozzy Albies for a nice little single. Runners going, throw down by Murphy. Very risky to steal with 2 outs because sometimes you get caught stealing. Charles Barkley, where's the rain? The game is only supposed to be 1 inning. Well, there is no rain.
Number 62, Louis May.
I don't know why there's no rain because, well, I don't know. But what I do know is the top of the Braves lineups do up. Jurickson Profar's 3 for 4. O2 pitch. There's one fouled away. 4-seamer, slider, changeup, 2-seam. That's what the pitcher on the mound for the Reds has. Fouled away once more. Fouled away once more. Most people I've had in a stream, no kidding. There's a base hit in the left field. Runner will score from second, and the Braves take a 6-5 lead. Profar held up at first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt.
Braves getting things started the right way. For them anyway in the 10th inning. Olsen hits a high fly ball to right. Back goes Marte. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Going back to first is Profar. Here's Austin Riley. Was 0-2 then threw a meatball. Yeah, I know.
1-0.
Here's Austin Riley. As I mentioned earlier, he's 2 for 4 on the night. 19 people in the chat. Holy cow. What's up? How we doing? Happy Saturday. Saturday night, I should say. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Braves' third baseman, Austin Riley. Count is 1-2. There's a grounder to De La Cruz. They get one, and Riley is safe at first as, oh, never mind. Everybody's safe as McLean had some trouble there at second. Take a look at this again. Nice attempt, though, by De La Cruz. Throw is a bit too high. Pulls McLean off the bag. Obviously, a late throw to first. So everybody's safe with 1 out. Here's Drake Baldwin. 1 for 4 with a hit here tonight. Right to Spencer Steer. He picks off Austin Riley going back to first. And we'll go to the bottom of the inning. Braves lead 6-5. E3 on Elliott. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Raciel Iglesias comes in to try and get the save and the win for Atlanta here in the bottom of the 10th inning. He'll face De La Cruz. The runner at second is Matt McLean. Fouled away. Hit hard down the line, it will go foul. I don't know what he was swinging at, but that's strikeout number 1 for Raciel Iglesias. And again, Ellie De La Cruz, he leads the world in strikeouts, makes sense. Why he would swing and miss at a pitch like that. Or maybe he's warming up for golf. Never know. Base hit to left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Here comes McLean. No throw to the plate. We're tied again. Gavin Lux ties up the game here in the bottom of the 10th inning. And now it is Jake Fraley's turn. 1 for 4 here tonight. First pitch up high, ball 1. Circle change taken for strike 1. Oh, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, watching some MLB The Show baseball. I know the real game was postponed tonight, but luckily we got our own version of the Bristol Motor Speedway Classic here on Let's Talk Sports. It's even better. Ball 3 to Jake Fraley. Nolve Marte is on deck. keeping the at-bat going. Three-two pitch. Fouls it off once more. Right to Olsen. And a double play ends the 10th. The 11th inning's coming up here in Bristol, Tennessee. We're tied at 6. Nice turn there by Olsen. Back to Allen, who throws it, or over to Allen, who throws it back to Matt Olsen. 11th inning time here in Bristol, Tennessee. Sean Murphy, 2 for 4 with 2 home runs. Braves could sure use a third home run here. Drake Baldwin's the runner at second. Don't know how anybody feels about the ghost runners at second. I think it's kind of dumb. But it is what it is, I guess. 1 and 2 the count.
1-2.
There's strike 3, 1 away. Here's Michael Harris. Someone else who homered earlier in this game. And a right field, a base hit. Baldwin will be held up at third.
Now back, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Runners at the corners for the Braves. Here's Ozzie Albies. 0 for 3 with a walk in this game. Double play, ground out, and a pop-up in the other 3 at-bats. Right to second, and a double play ends the top of the 11th. Reds will have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 11th when we return. Don't go anywhere. Game's tied at 6. Lots of double plays have been turned in this game. Nove Marte is at the plate. Jake Fraley is the runner at second. I apologize for constantly pausing to check who the ghost runners are. I feel like that's kind of important from a broadcaster's point of view. There's a strike 0-2. Starlin Marte just rhymed again with view and 0-2. There's a base hit and a right. Here comes Fraley. The throw in from White. This one belongs to the Reds. Nove Marte with a walk-off base hit in the right field. And as Marty Brenneman always used to say, this one belongs to the Cincinnati Reds. And that's all we got for you here today on Let's Talk Sports for your Saturday coverage of Major League Baseball. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the stream. Again, I appreciate everybody for stopping in. Make sure to leave a like. Best way to show your support. Subscribe if you're new here. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We're going to try and get that by the end of the year. And yeah, that's all I got. Reds walk it off 7-6. I'm Josh Wright signing off. Good night from Bristol, Tennessee.